Grade 7s, happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are doing well and uh, enjoying the nice weather and gearing up for the end of the school year because it's almost summer. It's officially June. Uh, and we're going to hop right into it. So today we are doing subtracting integers without the use of a number line. And then Friday we're going to be doing word problems with integers just to kind of round out this unit. So you guys have been doing absolutely amazing with integers so far. I've been looking at the responses I've been getting, the uploads to the VLE, everything like that, and the submissions on Google Forum. Like, you guys are really killing it. So I'm so super proud of you guys. It's not an easy unit. It's something that a lot of kids struggle with, a lot of students struggle with. So you guys are doing an absolutely amazing job. All right, so let's hop into it. So our review, we have our number line to aid us. We have 7 minus 11. So we know that 7 is smaller than 11. So when we have 7, positive 7, we minus 11 from it, we know it's going to end up in the negative range. The question is how far into the negative range. So how do we do it? We find 7 on our number line. We find 7 on our number line. And then we hop 11 spaces over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 spaces over gets me over here, which is negative 4. And there we are. Now we have 8 minus negative 9. So we have 8. So positive 8 right here. And we are subtracting negative. Remember, when we have subtracting negative, we have those same symbols. The same symbols mean we go right. And we're going right that many spaces. So this is basically, if you have a positive integer, if your first number is positive and it's minus a negative, it's basically the same thing as doing an addition problem, because this essentially turns into 8 plus, remember, because those two minus signs come together to form a plus sign, plus 9. So this applies if your first number is a positive integer. So 8 plus 9, start at 8, and I add 9, which I can do pretty easily, which is positive 17, or just 17. All right, now we have negative 5 minus 9. So remember that this is a positive number, opposite symbols. Opposite means we go left. So we start at negative 5 right here. And we are going 9 spaces to the left, which brings us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which brings us to negative 14. There we are. Now we have negative 3 minus negative 4. The same symbols mean we go to the right. What happens is we have negative 3, and we're basically negative 3. This becomes plus 4. So this just becomes an addition problem. So now we have negative 3, and we're adding 4-point values to it. We end up at, so negative 3 plus 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. We end up at positive 1. There we are. So that is our review with using the number line. Now we're going to do it without our number line, because of course you start getting into bigger numbers that it just becomes unrealistic to use a number line for. So our first problem is we have 15 minus 32. So these are both positive numbers. Remember that this is a positive 32. Opposite integers means we are going left, meaning this 15 is going to lose value. It's going to decrease in value. What that means is I have to go 32 spaces to the left if I were on a number line. I'm going to cross over the 0. Easiest way to do it is take 32 and minus 15. This gives us 17. However, remember, we crossed over that 0 line. We are to the left of the 0, meaning it has to be a negative integer, meaning it is negative 17. And that's our first one. Next is negative 11 minus 43. Remember that these are opposite integers right here. So that means we are going to the left. So this negative 11 is going to lose even more value. How much value is it going to lose? Easiest way to do it is take 11 and you add 43, which gives us 54. However, remember that we start out with a negative number and it's losing even more value, as in it stays negative. It's not becoming a positive number because it's decreasing in value even more. So we stick our negative sign in front of it, which becomes negative 54. The other way you can do it is basically this negative sign that you see in front of this first integer, the 11, take it and just toss it to the side for a sec. And then you just do 11 plus 43. And then you just stick your negative sign back in front at the end. All right, our next one is 28 minus negative 17. So remember, when we have our same symbols, this becomes plus, or we move to the right. So this 28 is going to increase in value. Easiest way to do it. So we have a positive number here, and we are adding 17. We can just do this by doing a simple addition problem of 28 plus 17. Because we know that this 28 is going to gain value, so it's just becoming a higher positive number. Meaning we end up at positive 45. That's that one. And our last one here is negative 22 minus negative 13. So these are our symbols. They are the same. Same symbols, we go right, as in this negative 22 is going to become closer to 0. All right? It's not going to be a positive number because 13 is a smaller number than 22. So we know it's just going to get closer to 0, but it's not going to cross that 0 line. So now, to do this problem, I'm going to take this negative sign in front of the 22, I'm going to put it aside. Now I do 22 minus, I'm going to keep those aside because we've already taken care of these, minus 13. 22 minus 13 equals 9. But remember, I took this negative sign aside. We're going to put it back. And it becomes negative 9. And that's our final number. So this should be, this is a shorter lesson for you guys. The problems you're going to have are going to be very similar to these ones. Nothing crazy outrageous numbers. Because here's the thing. If you can use the rules and if you become really good at using the rules of integers and adding and subtracting them, if you can do it with double-digit numbers, you can do it with triple-digit numbers. You're just dealing with bigger numbers at the end of the day, but you can still do it. You just have to know when you're adding or subtracting those numbers, whether those numbers will end up being negatives or positives in the end. So this is more practice for you guys. So you're going to be doing just the integers without the number lines, similar to how you did the addition worksheets. So you're going to have those available to you, and then Friday we are going into word problems. So I'll see you guys on Friday. Email me if you have any questions whatsoever. You guys have been doing an absolutely amazing job. I'm really happy to see just how well you guys have been taking it, and the scores and the scores that I've been getting and seeing have been absolutely fantastic. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you on Friday.